When we think of the greatest fights in UFC history, one of the most important elements that come to mind is the announcer's voice. Whether it's the walkout music or the play-by-play commentary, these voices are what transport us back to those unforgettable moments. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the most iconic sounds of the fight and the stories behind them. So let's get into it. They are the soundtrack to the action. It's impossible to imagine the energy of an event like UFC 276 without the iconic sound of Bruce's Buffer booming ITS time before each matchup. But did you know there was another contender for that announcement? Enter Michael Buffer, the original hype man of the UFC. Michael actually introduced the phrase "it's time" into the world of combat sports, when he used it during his time as an announcer for boxing events. So when the UFC was looking for someone to help promote their events, Michael was the obvious choice. Although ultimately losing out on the gig to his son, Bruce, Michael continued to use its time during his announcing career, cementing it as a must-have moment in any fight fan's vocabulary. And to hear the full story from Michael himself, check out our interview with him here. It's time. When these two words are uttered by the legendary Bruce Buffer, it sends a shiver down the spines of even the most seasoned fight fans. The anticipation, the electricity in the air, all of it culminates in this one iconic phrase. As the Octagon announcer for the Ultimate Fighting Championship since 1997, Bruce has become synonymous with mixed martial arts. His booming voice echoes through arenas around the world, amplifying the excitement of fight night. And while the fighters step into the cage, it's Bruce's IST's time that truly kicks off the action. In fact, this signature call is so ingrained in fight culture that it transcends the sport itself. Even non-fans can't help but feel a sense of anticipation when they hear those words. Well, according to Bruce himself, it's all about the delivery. In an interview with Low Kick, Bruce shared that the key to a good hype man is to have confidence, charisma, and timing. All qualities that he clearly possesses in spades. He went on to explain that being a hype man isn't just about saying the right things. It's about saying them in a way that gets the crowd pumped up and ready to go. And let's face it, there's no one better at doing that than Bruce Buffer. Let's get ready to rumble. Few phrases in the world of combat sports evoke the same level of excitement and anticipation as the legendary "Let us get ready to rumble." And there's one man who has made this call his own, the one and only Michael Buffer. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Michael has seen it all in the world of boxing and MMA, and he's been there to announce some of the most epic matchups of all time. But what makes this call so special? What is it about these 3 simple words that have resonated with fight fans around the world? According to Michael himself, it's all about the delivery. In an interview with Low Kick, Michael shared that the key to a good hype man is to have confidence, charisma, and timing. All qualities that he clearly possesses in spades. He went on to explain that being a hype man isn't just about saying the right things. It's about saying them in a way that gets the crowd pumped up and ready to go. And let's face it, there's no one better at doing that than Michael Buffer. There are few commentators in the world of MMA who can match the explosive energy and deep analysis of Joe Rogan. Known for his infectious enthusiasm and vast knowledge of the sport, Joe has become one of the most popular UFC commentators of all time. But how did he get there? Well, it's a combination of factors that make Joe stand out from the crowd. First and foremost, Joe is a true fight fan. His passion for the sport is evident in his commentary, and it eschews this genuine love of MMA that allows him to connect with audiences on a deeper level. He's not just calling the action, he's experiencing it alongside the fans, which makes his commentary all the more exciting and engaging. Additionally, Joe's extensive knowledge of the sport is truly impressive. He is a student of the game who has taken the time to learn everything there is to know about MMA. This allows him to provide commentary that is not only entertaining, but also insightful and educational. Joe can break down the finer points of a fight and explain why certain moves are effective or what strategies a fighter might employ next. And let's not forget about Joe's interviewing skills. He's a master at putting his subjects at ease, and getting them to open up. This is particularly impressive when you consider the high-pressure environment of a live UFC broadcast. Joe has the ability to make even the most seasoned fighters seem like they were just having a conversation with a friend. But perhaps what sets Joe Rogan apart from other commentators is his unique ability to connect with audiences on a personal level. He's not afraid to share his own opinions and beliefs, which makes him more relatable to viewers who might not always agree with his take on a particular matchup. This is what has allowed Joe to cultivate such a loyal following and cement his status as a fan favorite. Overall, Joe Rogan's commentary has helped to make the UFC what it is today. His enthusiasm, knowledge, and interviewing skills have made him a fan favorite and a key member of the UFC broadcast team. These voices build the hype and create legendary moments. Think back to some of the most memorable moments in UFC history, and you all hear the announcer's voice echoing through your mind. Whether it's Bruce Buffer's iconic IT's time, a Cole Buffer's legendary "Let's get ready to rumble," or Joe Rogan's enthusiastic commentary, these voices are what transport us back to those unforgettable moments. It's the energy, the excitement, the anticipation. It's all there in the soundtrack of the fight. And while the fighters step into the octagon to do battle, it's the announcer's voice that truly kicks off the action. Building the hype, creating the legends. Their voices may not be the ones throwing punches or locking up in a submission hold, but their contributions to the sport are just as valuable. They are the hype men, the commentators, the storytellers, who bring the fights to life and leave us with memories that last a lifetime. And so the next time you hear the familiar sounds of the fight, take a moment to appreciate the voices that make it all possible. They are the unsung heroes of the sport, the ones who ensure that every fight, every event, every moment is nothing short of legendary. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content. We'll see you next time.